Oh Lord. Tide ho. Oh Lord. Ho tide. Lord. Oh
Tide
my.
hole.
Wait a minute. Oh Lord. Hey guys.
Hello.
What's going on?
How you guys been doing?
Y'all missed us.
They do. I know.
They really do. They love us and they miss us. I mean, they shouldn't
Hmm.
miss us because we've been killing it on these updates.
We have. No, really, we have. We've been, like I said, we've been very consistent and we've been trying to, be there and just be out there. We're those
Hmm.
girls now.
Yeah,
You
we
know, we
actually
weren't
are.
at we weren't at first.
Oh no, we were just like, you know what?
Whenever we
We're
can.
gonna review it, but they'll get us when they get us.
Okay. Whenever we can. That's what it really was feeling like. Oh Lord.
Yeah, that's yes, it was feeling like that tired hoe. And this is the
Mm.
TO show wig.
Okay.
We are
Did you even
unofficially
say your
called each other.
name?
I said your name because you said mine, so we was calling each other's names out. Boom.
Girl wig, I can't.
No, but I am actually. Oh Lord.
And I'm tired home.
And this is
TL show.
yes, that
It
show.
is.
The
And we're
show.
really excited about today. We're really excited. We love to get into gay
Yes.
culture and what we're talking. Oh, we just love our
Yes,
little
we
gay
I
web
love
shows.
it. We do. And we've been, getting really into trying to put the effort and the honest time and energy into these shows that are coming out that we enjoy. Like,
Hmm.
a couple of them we're going to talk about today. We talked about not too long ago, long ago. There we go. About Real Hot Boys of Houston, and that was fun. We love getting into them
Absolutely.
and really, yeah, and just reviewing. We just have fun. This is a lot of fun for us because it's just something that we can get into that we can connect with. That yeah, there probably are other reviewers out there. There's some that I really
Absolutely.
thoroughly enjoy, like Jamar and Scotty by Nature, and some other ones like Ebby. All these other ones that talk about it and review. I enjoy their work and I like them and stuff like that. But also like, just doing this with you. This is us doing something as friends because we do this anyways as we're watching the show. So it's like, why not just put this on our podcast that we've had for a long time? What are we
Hmm.
like 2 or 3 years? Where are we at with this podcast?
Yeah, I think we're 3 to 4. Like I think we've been was supposed to start it like months before we did.
Yes, we
So,
were.
but we were already talking about it because we was gonna do like a live cam, which I think later down the line we may do. We never know. You never know. Just wait
We'll
for it,
see.
girls. Just
The
wait for it.
very first one we posted was the Power Rangers review where we talked about the Power Rangers. It was
Because we was really waiting for that. Was so nostalgic. Just to see
yes.
that. So, yeah, we were definitely disappointed.
Oh yeah. No, I kind of liked it. I kind of loved it. I didn't love it, but I kind of enjoyed it. I
I
did.
think
I'm
we only
sorry.
enjoyed it because we grew up on it. I think that's
I think
really,
those
but it was
nostalgia glasses, girl, they was clouding my vision just a smidge.
girl wig. I can't.
Because I actually kind of enjoyed it. I thought it was a cute movie. It wasn't great, but it was cute for what it was. But we published that July 2nd, 2017. That's how long we've
2017.
been. Yes, 2017. That's how long we've been doing this.
Oh Lord, that's when we used to get real drunk, you guys. So
Yes, and
we
that's when
do
we used to record
apologize.
on my phone. I don't know if you remember that. We used to record on the phones,
It was trying to
and
be an iPhone, but
it
she
was
had it in
no,
the
it
yeah.
wasn't. It was quality. Anyways, but the crunchy, our little sound was so crunchy, girl. We was just like, you know what? It's not great, but we're gonna do this, and we
Hmm.
did,
We
and it was
did.
fun. We had fun doing it. I think it's good. We're in a better place, We're doing better now, as you can hear by the our melodious voices that are smoothly operated through this app.
Okay.
Cause yeah,
Thank
girl, we were
God.
struggling when we first
Yes,
started. We was struggling.
we were like, no, it was like a lot because I think at one point I started working a lot, and then
Yeah,
and I
and
think
that's what
we were trying
really
to do it because I was working at one security job where I had to really be,
present.
yeah, I had to be like really on my feet or whatever case may be. I couldn't like sit in one place, and we were trying to do that, and then that wasn't really working like that. Like we even tried to do a test run, and the only thing you could hear me is just like walking around, and I was like, oh, I don't like the sound of that as well.
Yeah, because it was the phones, and we was doing the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah.
We
So
really
we did
tried.
that, and that wasn't working until we got this app, and then I was like, let me make sure I get a computer as well because I was using my boyfriend desktop, and I was like, well, let me get my computer because sometimes I be at work and I have access to internet, so I was like, let me just do it there, whatever
Yeah,
case may be. And it's been working out perfectly. So if I can't do it at home, I can at least do it up there. And, we can make sure that we're on time bringing it to you guys. So, yeah.
and have
Yeah.
fun, and then if we ever get a chance to, when we ever get the chance to do in person situations of us hanging out together, and we do the podcast, great. But this long distance setup is what works, and we're just gonna keep working with what
Yeah. And
works.
every time we get together, we don't want it to be that it's a thing that we need to do the podcast. So I think that's one thing we really worked hard on doing it, of
Yeah,
making us sure that we have, everything covered and stuff like that. So when we do hang out,
we have
we can
fun.
be, yeah, together. And if we decide to do it, trust me, we are really in the mood and we're having fun to do it together at that
And we love
moment.
doing this. It's this is just something, like I said, we've said, we do this for fun. It's
Yeah.
not about this, it's not about that. It's a fun thing. I mean,
Hmm.
sponsors is great, whatever, however we got to do it, but invisibility is cool, but this is fun,
Yes.
and I don't want it to change. So, just so y'all know, it's not
Hmm.
changing.
And we definitely want to we're very excited about the Hot Boys,
Mhm.
the creators of the show to reach out to us and leave comments and stuff like that. I
Yeah,
do
they've been so
apologize about the
cool.
name situation, and
That was fun. I'm sorry.
I
It's
was
not
really
funny,
trying to
but it
get
was
it.
funny. It's
I
not funny, but it was very funny.
I was trying to get it, girl. It was everything in my soul. I was trying to really call this boy the right name, and it was like really hard for me.
I
Like
know.
I
You
just
were
wanted to make that
trying.
name. I wanted to make up the name,
You were
and
just like, you know what? Go ahead.
I'm just glad that they didn't got offended by it because I felt like they was gonna get really offended by it. I was like, oh my god, like because I'm like, I'm really trying to get it. Like I was really, really struggling with the name.
I
With a
know. But it was a lot of fun, and we just, girl, because we did used to, when we first started, if you guys look back, I wouldn't suggest looking back because the sound is a little crunchy, just letting you know.
Yeah, but I
But
doubt our
girl,
fans can look back.
yeah. Yeah, if y'all really enjoy it, you can. Listen, we were struggling, but we were
Yeah,
struggling with the sound, but we were doing what we had to do. We had fun.
yeah.
But yeah, I just, this was if you look back, we did used to get wasted. And we
Ooh,
used
it
to
was really, really, really bad.
sometimes I'd be like in the moment of talking about something, I forget what I was saying.
And we like, girl, connect. I'm like, girl, what?
We
And
tried
girl,
so
and we was
hard.
having each other back, girl. That's some friend stuff, girl. When you know your friend is really losing it, but you like, mm
You know what? She
mm.
right. She right. Let her say what she got to say.
It connects. Yes, that's when you know you're drunk. Cause it's like, girl,
When you get just real
you know.
ignorant, when you just real like, yeah, and what about it? I'm right. And it's like, girl, you know you're wrong. You know you're not even close. You're not even in the
Baby, let me say
neighborhood of
something. In
right.
that moment, I was not gonna have it. I was like, not my friend. Right. And we was, but I'm just glad that they was able to take our advice on the situation because we do, like I said, we do enjoy the show because we feel like it has great potential. I feel like Houston is a great city, and I feel like our city
Wait a
has a
minute,
lot to
wait a
offer.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Did I just hear our city?
I don't know about all that.
You just said our
I
city, and also I want to point out that you also said you feel like it has great potential. So it's beautiful. Thank you. We knew we
Well, less
potential.
sidewalks.
We're
Well,
that
less
girl.
sidewalks.
Okay,
Well,
don't
less
hate.
sidewalks. No,
Okay, the
I
hating.
really do, and I feel like I'm glad they was able to take our advice on this because, like I said, we really do. We really like, well, like I said, when the show first came out, we was very excited because we was like, okay, well,
Saying,
first of all, we
yeah.
was trying to find out if we knew someone, but
Oh yeah, that was one of the things. I think
whatever
my
knew
friend, he
somebody
said
that
that
was on the
he
show actually.
knew somebody. He said he may know somebody, but you
No,
know.
he knew whatever knew somebody.
Oh yeah, he did. He said
He
he
knew.
knew.
Hold on. He knew somebody.
Really? Oh,
Hmm.
you're talking about whatever. I'm not talking about whatever. I'm talking about my friend, the person I know.
You knew somebody on the show?
No, girl. The person that I know knew somebody from the show, but in passing. They know.
Oh, okay,
You
okay.
caught catch
Hmm.
him. Catch
I
him.
caught the tea. I got the tea. I
There
got
we
the
go.
tea. I got the tea. Girl,
Just making
yes.
sure. Just
Did
making
we even
sure.
give him a nickname?
No, I don't think did we? I don't know, girl.
Girl,
We'll
wig.
see.
What we usually call him? We was calling him what?
Girl, I don't even know.
T? Was it T?
I mean, T could work.
No, it was something you was calling him, and I kept on saying, "Oh, that name." Yeah, yeah. So that was that.
Oh,
So,
wait. Unknown for right now. Let's call him that. For
girl,
right now.
wig. All right.
At this current juncture. At this current stage.
Yeah, so we was definitely doing our investigation of someone who knew these guys because, like I said, I think we probably would have saw them because we haven't been on the club scene in a long time in the gay
We
community.
haven't
We
been on
have
the
not.
club
We haven't
scene.
been
We
to a
haven't
gay.
been
I
on
haven't been to a
the
gay club since
yeah.
2017. That's the last time I
Same.
went to a gay club.
And
So,
it's not because I didn't want to go. Well, it is also some of it is because I didn't want to go. But,
mhm.
it just you know, you get
We'll
there.
go back when we're ready. We'll
Yeah.
go back when we're ready. And like I said, we see these guys in public. I think we would. I mean, I will approach them. I'm like, hey, I loved you on the show. We did do a review on it.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't want you to listen to it right now
Hurt
because I don't want to
feelings.
get cursed
Hurt
out.
feelings. We no, but it was one of those. So yeah, I'm glad we got into it and really did our reviews like we've been doing with the other ones with the Chasing series. We haven't.
Hmm.
We have. I don't think we really talked about which one we're going to be talking about right now. Is today we're going to do an update on the web shows we're looking at.
Hmm.
We're talking about On the Way Up, which we may have talked about before.
I believe
Excuse
we
us if we
did.
haven't.
I
If
think
we
we
have,
did.
sorry guys, we're doubling down. Chasing LA.
And the shit we do for love.
Yes.
Hmm. Just a quick update, like I said, just a little rundown of what we're seeing so far. I guess we can do with the On the Way Up because that's the series we kind of stopped on because
Yeah, yeah, let's talk about it.
I think the point is with the show, I feel like personally they really want to focus on the positive, and don't get it twisted. I am for the positive, but
Oh
you're
yeah.
doing a reality show. It's got to be a little bit of messy, because I'm like, if you're gonna have drama, make sure it's organic. If you're gonna do a situation where you're gonna make it about it being a positive show, and that's fine, but make sure the drama is organic because
Right.
it's not going to make sense if you're trying to do something positive but at the same time making up drama. It won't
And
really
it's gonna
work.
it's very noticeable when the
Yes,
drama isn't organic. It's very noticeable when the
yeah,
drama is fake. We trust me. Your viewers are going to see that you are producing something and we're not happy with that. We want to feel like we want a little dosage of reality with what you present.
absolutely. And I think sometimes these with these shows they focus on the small little things like, oh, well, this person probably slept with a person I used to date, but like we wasn't really friends like that. I just know this person, but now we're on the show and I need to bring it up. I think we're really kind of tired of that one.
Oh,
That is
absolutely. That
something that I'm
storyline
really tired
is
of hearing.
late.
Were you supposed to be my friend? Nah, we're really not friends like that.
Let's just call it what it is. Let's just
We
be
are
honest. We're not
really not friends
friends
like
like
that.
that, and that's perfectly okay. That's what the show is. We're people who don't really know each other, kind of sort of being forced to know each other. Sometimes they actually do know each other, and that's fine too, but you have to really have an emotional strength in your friendship to
Yes.
be on this kind of show and handle what they're going to present to you.
Yeah,
Because
because
it's a lot. It's going to be a lot.
I had slept with somebody that whatever was hanging out, and I even knew who, because like I said, he used to always talk about this person. I even knew that it was this person he was talking about that I did slept with and I was hanging out with at one point, a minute ago.
Uh huh.
And when I found out who the person, I'm like, yeah, I know that person or whatever case may be. And I was like, did you sleep with him or whatever case may be? He was like, no, we was gonna sleep together, but we didn't. But like I said, in that sense, it's like things like that can happen if you don't know,
Right.
whatever case may be. So it's
True.
nothing that to be bringing up on the show and talking about. It's really
Yeah.
not.
I mean, it is if you want to bring some drama, but it's like, again, make sure it's authentic
I
and,
think that's
and,
I don't know.
and
I think it's
interesting.
late, unless it's like yeah, if it's interesting. But I just think it's just so late.
Well,
Unless
did
you are
something like that.
friends.
What
Unless
you
you
call
are
did something like
friends.
that, and that worked, right?
Yeah, I think
Um,
of how you bring it up. If you're gonna be upset about it, that's you need to play with it. Like, girl, you had my leftovers. I'm not gonna talk to a person that like leftovers.
yeah, you
Just
got to be ready to
you
bring
gotta
it.
play with it. Don't really get that angry of the person that's feeling I feel violated because you slept with this person. Girl,
Right.
let
Don't
it
do
go.
that. Don't bring it up and be like, "Oh, you hurt me." And it's like,
No.
okay.
Did they? No, not really. So that's what we're saying that, when they be trying hard on the storylines of trying to create drama. And I feel like this show was just oozing of that. And I was just like really tired and over it. So, and I was trying to watch it and, I was trying to support because this was their second season. We had watched it first season and it didn't take that well with us.
Oh
And we stopped
yeah.
that. And we even watched a reunion. But my thing is, if I'm gonna stick up out on watching the season, I would do the reunion. I'd be like, let me see if y'all got the reads, because eventually the reunion tells the whole story of what happened through the season anyway. So that's why I used to do what Real Housewives
True.
of Atlanta, because I used to watch like 3 episodes, and then I'm like, I'll wait for the reunion, and I used to watch the reunion. They'll tell me what all happened, you know.
All the important tea, really.
All the good shade. So that's what I was gonna do. We even watched the reunion actually. So this was the second season. So I'm like, maybe they got better. Like I said, most of when you're around people, drama just flows. You put a bunch of
Hmm.
great people in the room, something is gonna pop off.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
again, it's just feel just wishy washy. It was like this was like it was like, you know what? It was rice cake on the diet. That's what it was.
Yeah, I could get that.
You know, just not good at all. The flavor, the taste, just not good.
Yeah, yeah. And it was trying. That's the thing. It's like it tried. It had effort. It really did, but
Mm,
it didn't reach the potential. I think that's the problem. It's like it had potential, and it didn't reach that potential.
yeah.
And so that's why we decided to give up on the way up. It I don't think it personally had potential, but I think it had something that could have really pushed it beyond the stratosphere, if that makes sense.
Okay, if that's what you want to use for it.
I mean, what would you say?
Nope.
Okay, well.
It was what I thought it was.
Okay, girl. Well, we tried. Let's just say that we tried. We gave it the effort, and we was just like, you know what? We're gonna try. We really
Mm.
are.
Well, I'm the
And
one that stopped it because you wanted to continue. And I was like, girl, I am not about to waste my breath.
it had something that was gonna happen, and I was like, okay, well, I can stay for this. I can try,
Yeah.
but it didn't happen how I needed it to happen. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I knew what it was.
Okay, girl. Well, anyways.
So that's our update on that. And like I said, it's no shade. It really, I'm so sorry. It really isn't.
Yeah, we're not saying that it's a bad show. Well, we're saying
What?
we're not
I
into
didn't.
it.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking
We're
about,
saying
girl.
we're not into it. It wasn't for us.
You saying it wasn't a bad show? It was a bad show.
It wasn't for us.
I'm not
There.
taking that back. Next,
It wasn't for us. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm
wig.
so glad I got that out there.
Okay, next. So let's talk about the shit we do for love. We was waiting for this.
Yes.
You know what? I was kind of iffy about when I think Oh Lord actually brought this up, and I was like, I'm kind of iffy about it.
Oh
And then I really
yeah,
just
I
really
did
got
bring it to
into it.
you.
You did.
Yeah, I forgot. I think I saw that it was made by that Kevon Burns guy.
Yeah, and I
And I was
really
like,
did
"Oh,
not want to get
that's the
into
guy
it.
that was on Chasing Atlanta."
Mm-hmm.
It was
Mm-hmm.
Chasing Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was because remember he became almost a cast member in season 2. No, 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 not season 2.
Season 3.
Season 3 with that
Mm-hmm.
Oliver versus Jay Twan storyline. He was kind of sort of a guest cast member. That was good. See, that's
Mm-hmm.
television. That's quality.
Okay.
You
Which was
told
good.
everybody I was sleeping with production. Girl,
What?
everybody knew that.
Okay. That was okay. Hello. So yeah, we I don't know. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because I was really iffy about that. I was like, I don't want to watch. I said, who writes a show saying the shit we do for love? Who does that? So I was
Wig.
really iffy, and I really dived into it. And I was like, girl, look,
I
you
think
ever try to
what
fight
really caught
yourself
you
for not
in,
liking a show,
you
and
know
then
what
you
really
just get
caught
it?
you in? You know what really caught you?
Well,
The cancer. Because you saw that he was a cancer. You was like, I know my peoples.
girl wig, whatever. But
Well,
I just feel like we grew with these characters, even on season 2, because it's like we know a little bit more about them.
yeah,
Like
we do.
it was which because they weren't. I'm not gonna lie, they weren't boring. And even with the situation with Travis and the other guy, you can tell that their personalities just didn't mash. It was something that, and that's what the point with these shows you need to do. You need to put two strong personalities in the room, and you know it ain't gonna be nothing but hellfire at the end
True.
of the day. It's just like when you have a set of friends, certain friends, you like, girl, y'all can't meet. I got a friend who, he has another friend, and he like, y'all won't ever meet. Don't want y'all to meet. He said because he got a slick mouth, and you gonna say something, and that's gonna be the end. And I say, yeah, I will. I will.
See, he knows himself.
I'm waiting. Especially the stories, my friend already told me what he did to him and stuff like that. I'm like, that's even making me more mad to say something.
Yeah, and that's very him. That is very him.
I'll be ready. I'm waiting for my opportunity at the end of the day.
We,
So that's why we ain't never met. So it's like when you put those personalities in the room, some shit is gonna break off, at the end of the day. So
yeah.
it's kind of like that. And the shit we do for love, the second season, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. It
Yeah,
got
it's
the
actually fun
drama.
so far. I'm liking that it's breaking away from um what the first season really was, which where it felt like it was so structured on
Dating.
romance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like about the people. It's about the romance, but it's about the people as at the same time.
Yeah. It's kind of coming in between the love and hip hop situation as well.
Yes.
Where people just found love and they're in relationships, and they're talking about things and stuff like that. Now I'm not gonna say that now. Putting in the wild card, which is the new guy. What is his name? He's a Scorpion, if I'm not mistaken. He's a Scorpio.
Which one are you talking about?
The light skinned one. The skinny one, the light skinned. What is his name? Oh my goodness, I'm so
Oh, the
sorry,
one with the
girl. We don't
hair?
have notes
Or
today.
was is it the one with the hair?
Yeah, the one with the hair.
Okay, I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name.
We don't know his name. Oh, We do
Sorry,
apologize.
y'all.
We didn't do notes. I did not do notes. I had just got off from work not too long ago. Look, I'm going to make excuses for myself. Let me do it. And
Exactly.
and I did not make notes. And usually I have their names, even though I had Austin name wrong. That
Girl,
was a
you was
rough.
doing, you was really,
His name is not Austin. Oh, it's August. August.
yes, you really said, yeah. And you said, what's his name? Excuse me. And yeah, that Austin guy. And I was like, Austin? Who is Austin?
He's still cute. We still think he's cute.
He brought some drama, and I think that was his purpose. And he did definitely do everything he set out when he said he was going to bring the drama, and he was
Hmm
right.
He did. He did.
He did.
So this other character is a wild card, and you can feel like this is really his personality. It's very
Hmm.
organic. I'm not saying
It's
I like
great.
it because let's just say, I think my point is with reality shows. This is my point. When you have a bitch that's messy, now my point is, you ain't gotta like the bitch, but you enjoying the drama that they are causing.
Yes.
Okay, to make the show move at the end of the day. You know, I think my point with the I think my point is when these girls do come out, I do not like when they pretend like they don't know where the drama is coming from, unless it's funny. Like, girl, what you talking about? If you're not funny or doing that, no. But they really try to put it in your head and gaslight you, like, oh, I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm just telling you the truth, or whatever case may be. So I don't really care for that. But other than that, I do enjoy the drama that they bring, and he's
Oh,
bringing the drama.
absolutely.
He's really, really
He
bringing the
is, and
drama.
he's great at the drama. He did do a lot with that one moment where he was like, "I just want y'all to talk to each other and figure out what's wrong with y'all." And it's like, uh,
It's like I'm just trying to find how people go. Let me tell you something. I can do a lot of things, but I'm never gonna let a bitch try to get in my business, try to sort something out. I'm like, who you? No, let's talk about you. That's what we're gonna talk
let's
about.
understand where you're coming from in this. Let's
Exactly,
talk
because you
about
are
why.
so heavily invested in this.
Yes.
No, I'm really not. Well, let me tell you something. Every time I see you, it's on site.
Mm,
I don't care what's going on.
out of
The
my
world could be
business.
on fire.
My
It's on site.
business. Stay out of my business. And that's what you got to know.
Because, one thing I know about me personally, I don't like a shit starter.
Hmm.
And when I
Yeah.
find out that you are a shit starter, I will let everything pass by. I remember one time I was checking some friend, and this little girl, I let her get away with something, but I had to let him know, bitch, I'm willing to take you out at all costs. You will be my main attention because I need to fuck you up. I need to get you to understand where I'm coming from. But I'm still
Hmm.
mad that I let that bitch slide. But I'm telling you, my dedication when I really am on, shit, like a lioness when she's looking at prey. I'm gonna be distracted by it. I'm not gonna let nothing else distract me. I'm gonna get you because you have caught my attention. So I feel like people like that, once they do stuff like that, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm gonna take you down. They can call me
Wait.
bitches and hoes, the other person that's around you, but you will be my prey. I will assassinate you. I don't like
Wait.
a shit starter, a gaslighter.
He don't. I can agree with that. That is very true.
We ain't gonna have that. And that's why my point is like, why these girls don't be understand what people be doing. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these girls? Y'all gonna really let somebody come up in there and try to tell y'all, yeah, y'all need to do this and girl, who the girl? I don't give a fuck. Let me tell you something. If you in a dysfunctional family, you ain't gonna let nobody come in there and tell you. That's like if we was arguing, somebody try to come in, I'm like, girl, shit, who the fuck you talking about? You shut the fuck up.
Oh, I think that you guys could.
Who you?
Did somebody ask you?
I'm just saying y'all out in public, girl. You need to know how to mind your business in public.
Mm,
How about that?
first of all, who asked you? Let's ask that question. Like, who are you?
We will put you in your place and continue arguing. Now that that's over with, bitch, let me tell you something.
But that's the thing. Yeah. Girl.
We're loving this show. What you want to add to this show? Because it's really good. We love the shit that we do for love.
It's so cute. I love the cast. I love where they're going with everything. Even this little storyline that's happening right now where it's like, um what is his name? What is his name?
The Scorpion,
The one that was in that moved over
Travis.
to, yes, Travis. Even that whole
Mm-hmm.
situation with Travis versus just about everybody, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's almost versus everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. Just about, actually. Now that I think now that I think about it, yeah, it's Travis versus everybody at this
Travis
stage.
is one of those characters that you just know he gonna be shady. And I think the point is the way Travis does his shade, I wouldn't say it's malicious. It's really not malicious. Really, I don't think it's malicious. I think it's just regular light shade. You know, it's really like, but you still gonna check them, but you're not gonna do it with hate. You're like, girl, shut up. Oh,
Right.
girl, I'm just telling you how it is. You know, kind of like a, you know, an auntie, a church lady saying it, like, girl,
Yes.
bless you. You know,
And then, when he get into it, he start rolling that neck. You know how he do.
okay. And you be like, girl, leave me alone. Cause you always, girl, I'm just saying, girl, no, you need to stop talking. How about that?
Sometimes just say to yourself, you know
Finger
how
on
they
the
used
lip.
to, how the teachers used to tell you inside voices, inside thoughts. Let's leave them there. I like that. And that's what you need to do.
Leave me the hell alone.
But yeah, it's
I'm
good
sorry
so
for cutting
far.
you off.
No,
No,
girl,
because
you
I'm so
good.
excited about the series. But go on, go ahead.
Wig. No, but yeah, it's one of those. So it's really good. I think whoever's behind this and whoever's doing this one, they know what they're doing.
Absolutely.
Like even first season, although I wasn't fully feeling some of the first season was great too. I think it had a lot of great setup. Um
Yeah, it was
Girl.
definitely a starter kit. We never. I don't think we like to judge the first season so hard
Yeah,
because we
even if we're
understand that.
like, oh, I'm disappointed with this and I'm disappointed with that, it's still a thing of, if I am going to continue on, if I'm even still going with it to where I even almost see the reunion and all that, I want to keep going with it because I see some potential. I see where this show could go and where the show is. And I
hmm
feel like, yeah, this is that girl. This is worth giving that time to. This is worth giving my energy to. This is worth continuing on with. So, yeah, I feel like it was one of those ones. Even though I was disappointed in certain things and certain character developments and certain characters and all of that, I still wanted to keep going with it,
Yeah,
and I still will.
we did because it's just like a show. It's
It
really
really
really is.
is.
That show definitely had potential, and we was upset that Homeboy did not come back. We hope he come back for next season.
Oh yeah, I
What is
loved
his
him.
name? What the little boy name is? Oh my goodness, he was so adorable.
The one that went on that really bad date in the first couple of episodes, right?
hmm
And then they was like, yeah, he terrible, he this and he that, and it turns out it wasn't that. It was just because, girl, he was tired.
Yeah. I think my point is when you meet a nice guy, sometimes it's so hard to accept at that moment. You know, hold on, let's be very clear. We all have a full direction of what we want a person to be, especially because he's young. Remind you, this boy's very young.
Yeah, he's
He's like
very
20.
young.
We have a mindset of our stereotype of the person that we want. Like, this is our type. And once we get someone that is so not that type, or whatever case may be, not saying that the guy didn't look good, but just the personality wise, because he's kind of like nerdy and stuff like that. And I feel like
Yeah,
this guy is like not really used to that. But at the same time, a person like, okay, like,
and let's can we
I
just
think
be
that's when you grow
honest?
out your
Can we be
shallowness.
honest? Can we be honest? When we were younger, you want the DL, the Wade, you want the Wade from Noah's Ark
Yeah,
type, and
we
it's like
really did.
the older you get, the more you're like, girl, this is not it. What are we finna do?
You just, especially to get community, you like, I just want a person.
Yeah,
You really do. I want a person that's gonna honor me, respect me,
and be
and
worth my time.
you know, at the end of the day. And I think that is the it's a beautiful thing to have a person on
Yeah.
your side at the end of the day. Like, I ain't saying they're gonna be perfect, but just know a person that got your back and they're gonna respect you and they're gonna be loyal to you
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day. Oh Lord, I feel like I'm about to cry, girl. Lord have mercy.
Wig.
I'm thinking about my boyfriend or whatever
I
case may
know,
be. Because
girl.
I
I
think
know.
today he was, he did something for me, and I think I had my because it was something me and my sister was talking about because she was talking to her son about he needs to understand about how to appreciate people, and which is a thing that you should do. And and before that, before she even had the conversation, I was thinking about my boyfriend because he had done something for me, and I think sometimes when we have friends, have family, we always expect certain things from people, but I think we really missed the point of appreciating them for doing that,
Yeah.
regardless of who they are to us. And be like, I should appreciate this. I shouldn't have to expect this, in a sense.
Yeah. That's
I
something I
should
actually learned
appreciate it.
in positive psychology. It's that of you got to do something for somebody and you don't really have to expect it's going to come back to you, but just
Hmm.
appreciating and doing something for somebody that's out there that's within your realm of, people. And it's
Yeah.
about kind of appreciation.
Hmm.
So that was something I learned. And yeah, it's one of those things where sometimes you got to really appreciate the people that are there for you and there with you and all the times that you have going on, girl, good or bad, whatever. Just the fact that they're there. It's about appreciating that they are there and that they're
Yeah,
sticking it out, basically.
absolutely. So, it's kind of that. And like I said, we're glad to see these. I think the ones we got to see is show what these people who are in relationships, and I'm quite sure just down the line, yes, they're gonna have issues in their relationships because that's
It's a
just
reality show.
just what it is. Hopefully no cheating, but they always come out.
You can't expect that from a lot of these shows. It's gonna happen possibly.
You
So it's just
can't.
you kind of have to have your mindset on this is a possibility, likely within the series that somebody's gonna do that. You
Hmm.
don't want it. Nobody wants that for anybody around them, or even anybody that you're watching. You don't want that for anybody. But it's a reality that we all face.
Hmm. Not hopefully, we really don't want that, but we know it always comes. So I think that's our review on the shit we do for love. It's not a full review. We're just giving you like just an
A teaser.
over review over the over them.
Yeah.
And we're enjoying it. We want you guys to check it out as
Yeah.
well. We want you to check it out.
Maybe at the end of season 2, we could do a full on review and kind of talk a little bit more in depth about it. Hopefully, our opinions don't change. Knock on wood. Oh, wait. Where's some? Oh, there we go. Knock
Hmm.
on wood, our opinion doesn't change of the series and all that. Because I did feel a little disappointed with the retreat. And so it was kind of like, yeah, I don't want this to be.
Yeah. What my point is, they had the bullying mentality of bullying one person. I'm a very strong believer. I don't like to kick a person that so many people is on. Like, I'm not saying I don't want my feelings to be me to speak on a situation, which
Yeah.
I you know don't mind doing to speak on a situation, but I understand that it is a bullying thing, and I'm like, I don't do bullying.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I do believe in the point of reading a person their rights when they have said some things. I do believe in that as well.
But I feel like, yeah, it was a lot of, okay, well, let's talk about this. And then it's just like everybody's dogpiling on this one person. And it's like, okay, let's actually do this one at a time. Like, let's all deal with the drama on our own time that we personally have going on with this person instead of it all
Hmm.
feeling like we're all coming together against this one person. Not to say
Yeah,
that,
because it was already a click situation. We already said that. We already went. I think we did a little small review on the situation. It was already a click
yeah, because we
situation.
also mentioned that we were very disappointed with this season. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was that was it
But
was
I do love the effort. Let's be very clear. We do love the effort of a retreat because, again, I think this is
and
around
I
the
think
time
it's
COVID.
different.
Yeah, COVID happened, and it was like a lot of people. I think the point is this was history that we made, you guys. Not not saying we wanted it to be this situation, but to how to maneuver and to still
Yes.
operate and live through the restrictions that we had at that time, because it was a lot. This year, what 2020 was a lot of how we was going to operate and how we was going to move, how scary this was, how dangerous this was. We didn't know how to move and operate. Far as the people that want to live life safe, let's be very clear, versus the one that was just living recklessly.
Mhm.
We didn't know how to move. And it's still today we're still learning new things.
Yeah.
So I feel like with them doing this, it was like, this is, something small, center, like we're it's just just us here, so it was something like that. And I think a lot of shows really suffered due to that, so I think that's why I didn't really want to charge do the season too hard. I do feel like, again, the wrong people was cast to be there, because my point is, I'm a firm believer, especially when I want to put something out, especially, a group of people. I rather not just do it at all if I'm not going to have the right selective people there. And I'm quite sure he did invite a lot of people that could bring the drama. They just declined, and I would have just backed out and try to do something else. But I still commend him for doing something during COVID. I do.
Right.
And doing it
Agreed.
safely, because it felt like they was doing it safely. It was just them there, by the way, you guys.
Yeah, it was. And I think they had something there was something there. Don't get us wrong. There was something there. I just don't think the something there was really as great as we needed it to be.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, yeah, it's one of those. But we're glad to see that it happened. But yeah, let's actually talk about what we came here to talk about, which was
No, no, we got our last show to do. We got one more show.
yeah, I thought we were talking about what we were actually talking about in this because we weren't talking about um chasing not the retreat. We weren't talking about the retreat. We were going to talk about
Chasing Atlanta. I mean, LA. We were supposed to be
okay.
talking
We
about
talked
that.
about the shit we do for love. What else did we talk about?
We talked about On the Way Up too as well, and we talked about
Okay,
other things too. But we got to do LA because that is an
yes,
update we have to do.
yeah, we do. You want to start it off?
Um, I am a firm believer is giving us, like I said, I know the first season can be very rough because, like I said, a lot of times these new people are new to reality TV, so
and
they are not going to
also
know how it looks and how it works a
and
lot.
also this is not produced by the same people who did um
Atlanta.
Atlanta and Dallas. It's by Quentin Harris from Chasing Atlanta. He's doing his own. He's not producing this, but I think producing
He's
this, right?
producing. We can give him a producer.
He's the
Yeah.
one who's over it. Let's just say that. He's over
Hmm.
it. Okay. Okay. Um are you ready to start it?
I don't know. I thought you were trying to say something. Wait a
I
minute.
was, but it was like, let me let you do it.
Okay, you guys. Well, I feel like what they're doing and what it felt like from the previews felt like they were basically setting up shop to. It felt like The Bachelorette. The
Yeah.
Bachelor, The Bachelorette. It felt like that they was giving a lot of people opportunity to be on that because they do have the main cast, and then they had a lot of people that was just friends of the show, whatever case may be. And I guess they're trying to see what sticks. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the girls are bringing it. Let's be clear with the LA girls, and for us, the little information I have on it is a go get city. A lot of girls are very selfish. It's a
Mhm.
lot of point where it's like people want to know what you can do for them.
Yes.
I don't think it's like a genuine friendship. What can you do for me? At the end of the day, and I feel like where we're from down south, we are a person that just like a genuine friendship is like, I'm not looking for what you can do for me at the end of the day. I think in the sense when you get a little bit older, a lot of sense you need to have a person that is going to be, in some traits they need to be a little bit something as a point of,
Yes.
positive, trying to motivate you, just like you'll be there for, because you want friends like that in your life. I do, but I don't always look in a sense of they be looking financially or connection, what you can really do for me in a sense.
Yes.
So that's the LA girls. And I'm telling you, anyone that moves to LA, that's what they become. It's that kind of city. So it's a great way to, it's a good point of way to start the city, at the end of the day. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
The go get a girl. So, it's gonna be a lot of shade and, conniving and stuff like that because, they're in that culture now. So that's how I was looking at it going in. So like I said, it feels like the Bachelorette, everyone got a rose or whatever case. I mean, they got the two people that are the main cast and they're trying to find out what is gonna stick and what's gonna work. However, we are not going to deal with the
Yes.
transphobia, and we're not going to do with um the binarity. What is it? Girl, give it to me.
Non-gender binary. That.
Phobia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's. I don't know if there's a word for it just yet. If there is, you
We
guys,
gonna
please
call
put it
it
in the
that. You got
comments. Put in the comments the actual official word for it, but just know what we're meaning is where the person was basically they're saying this is who I am, and they're like, no, you're not. You're this, and it's like, no, you can't tell me who I am.
now we had back and forth disagreements about the situation. Like I said, we don't have our notes right now, you guys, so we're really
Mm-hmm.
winging it. So we had a transgender person and a non-binary person.
Arguing,
Um,
yes.
and they were arguing, and the binary person had to correct the person which was the transgender person, and
Yeah,
say, "Hey, that's not my title. That's not what I
that's
identify
not who I
as. That's
am.
this
Yeah.
person how I say and the person say, no, this is this. This is me. I don't feel like. I think at the end of the day, because we said the situation with G Status,
Mm-hmm. Which when
we're
are y'all
in
coming
a
back?
realm
When is She
now.
Status coming back? She Status, where y'all at?
We're looking. We're looking.
We're,
Somebody
we're,
got
we're
me
hunting.
excited like a day ago, and I really want to fight her right now. So when I see her, when we go to the picnic
I'm just
tomorrow,
saying that's what I
it's
was saying. I saw that
when
on my
I
phone. I
see
got the
her at the
alert.
picnic,
I
it's
got the
on site.
alert. I
When
got
I
the
see
alert.
her at the picnic, it's on site. That's it.
Circle chat, open circle chat. I got the
Hell no.
alert.
Absolutely not. So, girl, wig. So this is my firm belief because we're
Hmm.
in a day and age. It does not always work when you go high, and when they go low, you go high. It's not.
Hmm.
I think my point is it's to a point. No, I really gotta, cause I gotta really let you know how I really feel, cause I'm not gonna, certain things you can't allow to slide and slip. And my point is, I can look at a situation. I'm like, well, I would have probably did it this way, but I'm not going to tell a person that had a right to go low because this person went low for them. I'm not going to tell them, oh, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not, because I've been in situations where a person went low with me and I went low with them. I'm not going to tell them,
Agreed. Agreed.
that's not fair. Because I'm gonna tell you, if I went low, when a person went low with me, and I ain't, and they went low for and I go low, and you gonna tell me, I'm gonna say, girl, fuck you.
Oh, you're talking about when the friend was trying to correct them, right?
Yes, when them try to
When
correct
not
the,
Alicia, what's the other girl, the other trans girl? I
yeah,
forgot her name. The lighter skinned one, the singer. She was a singer or a rapper? Singer.
I think a singer.
Okay, yeah. Her when she was like, "Listen, I understand, but you have to." I think okay. Now, I'm agreeing with you, but I also feel like in her defense, she is also trans, so sometimes
Oh no, I ain't talking about her. I'm talking about with
With
the non-binary. Maybe you guys, I've been drinking. I don't have my words right.
okay, so our okay, let me see if I'm connecting the scenes that we're talking about. Now
No,
the
we're talking
moment
about the situation at the table. That's what we're talking about. The situation at the table,
sure
because
okay, okay, okay.
that's what mostly everything happened. By the way, you guys,
It
the
was good.
situation at the table. Again, like I said, you can't say things to people and then expect them not to say nothing back.
True.
Because my point is, if you're going to be disrespectful, you cannot expect the person disrespect. I mean, to be respectful of you. We was raised on, and even the LGBT community, and especially as black people was raised to when white people act a fool and do things, we have to be a certain way. And I think my point is, and the funny thing is, I had a conversation with one of my coworkers today, and we was having a conversation with one of my black coworkers and one of my white coworkers. I really didn't get into how I wanted to get into it because I was quite busy. Because
And
you know, I
also
had
you was at work.
I was at work. I had guests to get to, but we do our thing where we do our side talk. And she was talking about this one particular girl where she was like really being rude to her, like talking with an attitude. And you let me tell you, something, you ever met a person that has a strong bitch fuck you? But it's really
Mhm.
not that. It's just that's just how they look and just their aura. And not saying that they're a bad person. It just
They don't want to be bothered.
not no. And I would never say it's necessary that it's just that I don't know. It's just that look, that vibe a little bit.
Mhm.
Not saying necessary. It's always that she's trying to push that out. No, I don't. She's like really, really a cool person. She really is. She's a Capricorn. Capricorns are very just sometimes with their aura. Sometimes it can be very. Sometimes I would say undetectable of how it is, but
Mhm.
can be. It's a gray area. Capricorn.
Okay.
And it's not that and I think my point is the person that was like talking to them was like all sass doing all this, and I think a lot of times with black women they have to go above and beyond because I don't want to have to come off like this angry black woman, and I feel like why do they have to think about that instead of just saying no, you're not going to talk to me like that. Like a white person can do so much. And
True.
I'm not saying this particular girl who was being rude with her was white. I think she was Latino, because they can get away with things too. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
So sorry. They do get away with a lot of things too, because it's called them being spicy, whatever.
Mhm.
And black girls are called ghetto. And the girl was like, and I've heard about her doing things, but she never done it to me. I think she did once, and I was looking at her like, she didn't do that again. I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work, sis. Sometimes you can give a girl looking like
Let
I'm the
this be
wrong
your
bitch.
last time.
Thank you. And she never did that again. So she was like, this girl's being rude and being, spicy with her, whatever case may be. And the girl was just calm and just like, oh, I'm not gonna do that. You're not gonna do me. You're not gonna talk to me like that. You're not gonna blame me for something that's not my fault, or
Right.
whatever case may be. And of course she's trying to make the girl feel like the girl is she was just like doing because she did went back in the office and say something about the girl, whatever case and being like, oh, she was
Oh,
just
okay.
telling me this and as far as I know with this girl, her let me tell you something about black women, especially when they're in that mindset, because she is in that mindset. When black women are calm in a situation, because black women can cut up, don't get it twisted, they have their own personality, they can do some things. But when they are calm and they're telling you something, I maybe their aura is just like, bitch, I can really fuck you up.
Mm-hmm. It reminds me of somebody made a tweet, but it was like when y'all get into it, when people get into an argument with you and they start smiling, that means they saved your life. They
Mm-hmm.
just saved your
Oh,
life.
okay. And they will take that, like, like in the situation of her being calm, they will take that and be like, oh, she was just threatening, like, in a sense. And it's like, no, I was really calm, like, really, really.
I
And she took
promise
that and ran
you,
with it.
I promise you this wasn't threatening. Trust me on that.
Okay, and trust me, she's that girl. She'll mess you up. So my point is, let's just say, me and this girl, we've been cool for a minute. Let's just say when she pops off, when
Hmm.
she really pops off, the whole store will hear it.
Uh-huh.
She has that kind of energy, and I know she can do that. But she knows her energy, so she like, I'm not gonna entertain that. I'm not gonna do that.
At work, especially. Like, I think that's the
Yeah,
problem with people. It's like, why would you want me to do this at work? This is work. I just
but
work.
that's what they want. They want you to do that. But when they know you got that backed up energy, like, girl, I can really fuck you up. And I think that's the point where black women mastered is to be calm in the situation, but give you that point that I can really fuck you up. And when they
Exactly.
sense that, they can be the calmest and nicest person, but they can still black women know how to do that to let you know, yeah, you think, bitch, but I can fuck you up. And be calm and nice and sweet about it. Yeah, okay. And they'll just tell you like, well, I think you was wrong the way you was talking to me and stuff like that. And doing all that. But they be like, oh, she was doing all this. Be like, but no, she was actually calm. But you got the message. Because black women
Yeah.
had to master that.
Mm.
They have to master that, and I think it's sad.
It is.
It's really sad. And they pulled in the office and talked to her about the situation and stuff like that. And she said the girl wanted to get a reaction out of me. And she said, she was like, Todd Ho, I'm just looking because they want a reaction, but she said, I just really kept just acting super calm. But they knew what kind of energy that I can blow this bitch up.
All right.
And we gotta stop censoring our black women
Yeah.
and doing that when they have an opinion and saying something, it's always them being angry. And I'm tired of it
We
at the end of
all
the day.
are. Because a
I'm tired of
good
it.
majority. Listen, listen. We have to really value their energy and their time. They're this and they're that. Like, let them as them be them. And I think
Hmm.
we as a community do not give Black women the credit that they really truly deserve.
Hmm.
We really do not. We really do not. As a community, we
Absolutely.
don't. And it's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing and sad,
Yeah,
but mostly embarrassing.
it is. It really is. And it's just annoying. It's upsetting. It's just sad to see. And I really wanted to talk to her more about the situation, but I didn't have time because me when I'm talking to a person that I'm cool with, and my work friend and stuff like that, I really try to give them advice. And I said, and I really, and I, look, I'm going to be clear across the board. I don't care who it's not to be offended. And I was like, it's because you're black. And I
Right.
say, you're a strong person because she has a strong aura about her. So, she has a very strong aura. And I said, a lot of people can be intimidated about that. And a lot of people can see, and let me see, they got a lot of white people, Latino people, they'll see that and they'll try to bring that out of you. Like they want to pick at that. They want to get that. And when you don't give it to them, they will go other ways of trying to get that out of you. And I'm like, you did the thing of saving your job
Right.
at the end of the day by saving her life.
Yes. Because you can go off. You really could. And it would be very much deserved. But the problem is, listen, I still got to work. I still got to make money. I still got to this. I still got to that. I got these other things going on. And yeah, we really have to get better at this. Because,
Yeah. Doing because as far as what she was telling me, this girl was in her face. I'm like, yeah, you got to do this with the hand and all that. Look,
yes,
we can do a lot of things. And I think a lot of times, some people, when they're in those situations, they don't know how to react because they're like, if I say something, I might cuss this bitch out. Because I'm
hmm
that type of person. Because, I think I had an issue where I was really upset and I was tired. And I know when I'm tired, I will say and do things that I shouldn't do.
Yeah.
And I think I had a situation with one of my coworkers, which was my top supervisor, one of my top ones. And she did something to me where as if trying to make me feel like I was wrong. And I was like, I felt like I wasn't wrong. I was really trying to have y'all back. And I couldn't get to how I wanted to get to her because I was like, you know what? If I say what I have to say right now while I'm tired, I think I'm going to lose my job because I'm tired. And I know when I'm tired, I will start talking. So that's why I usually, if I'm really tired, I just start like moving around. Unless you pick at me. If you pick at me, you're going to get it. But when I'm really tired, I'll move around because I'm like, I'm going to start talking. And I'm like, I ain't gonna feel bad about it. I'm just gonna say it, or whatever case may be. So I let her slide with that, but I was like, "Girl, you don't know how it was eating me alive to let you slide with that."
Right.
It's a lot of things that be going on at the workplace that you just gotta let slide, and you like, bitch.
I'm trying.
Ugh. So it's more so that, and like I said again, we just want to make sure that we're on the same page of if you go low, a person have a right to go low. It's in the
Right.
contract. It's in the contract if you want to take it there. It just is.
It is. And it just has to be what it has to be.
Yeah. And I don't like to be in a situation where it's like, oh, that person could have did better, even though that person. No, no, no.
Mm-mm.
And I have to get on that mindset because I can't always help it. Oh, you just gotta let. Mm,
No.
mm,
That's okay.
mm.
It's okay. That's okay. Wig.
So so that's where the transphobic and the non-binary phobic, if that's a word, whatever you guys supposed to still be in the comments. Oh Lord told you, came from, and we do not like to see that, even though that this is happening. At the end that we went back and forth with the trans girls, and also the trans girls feeling like they can just say anything they can say to us, and not saying that no, they can because we got to be all
Yeah.
respectful across the board, and just like
Yeah.
with the gay men as well of saying things to the trans girl, I'm like, oh, but I'm gay. No, that's not how that works, honey.
Oh yes.
And
Let's
there are in
girl.
the community,
Let's
but
get
it's a
into it.
different.
Let's go ahead and get into it. This season.
AKA Hakeem, yes, we don't want. I don't want to hear that you have a trans mom. I do not want to
Mm-mm.
hear it if you are not part of that community. Because, like I said, the LGBT community, we are under the same umbrella, but we are in separate communities.
All
We're
right.
not even considering white people in our community, by the way.
And what we're talking about, yes.
We're
They got their
not.
own whole other thing. They got a whole
They're
other thing.
they are somewhere over there on the other side.
Because it's always a thing about like them where they like, oh, lesbians, we hate lesbians. And it's like, I don't hate lesbians. And I've never actually, I don't think I've had a really negative experience with a lesbian that was because of us. It was more so just that person was just a terrible person, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
We have to be respectful to each other. We can't feel like, oh, because we're under the same umbrella that we can say everything. No, that's not how that works. And we need to stop that. We're gonna stop that at the end of the day. And yes,
Right.
we know our trans girls are going through a lot. We know that. That is a known fact. We know that. But at the same time, we have to still conduct and we should have order. That's just how it
Exactly.
is. That's not going to change. You want my support, but at the same time, you're saying this kind of things that are offensive to this part of the community under the same umbrella. That's not how that works.
Right. And it's just not, it's not fair to us as the audience to be like, okay, who am I supposed to cheer for in this moment? Because I don't like this person for what they're saying. I don't like this person for what they're saying. And I haven't seen a person that I like so far.
Yes.
So it's
Well,
like,
what that saying what I was we had an argument with, because like I said, we was going back and forth about the comment. I said I just don't like him just in general. I mean them. Sorry.
oh, girl,
Sorry.
we're not talking about that. We could just
We
go
don't, I
with,
didn't like them in general. I just felt like, in a sense, if I'm gonna dislike a person, I'm not gonna like a person for standing up for themselves when they have been disrespected. I'm not
oh,
gonna
yeah,
hold that against
I get that.
them. But but I still don't like them.
Yeah.
Still don't like them. I didn't, but I still don't like them just in general. But I ain't holding that against them. But I'm not gonna like. I don't like them.
Wig. Yeah, agreed. I agree with that. I don't know. I don't care for them. I don't know if I haven't found a person to cheer for, and I think that's one of the problems with this series so far is it feels like,
We no, we love the
oh,
drag queen.
Hershey Liqueur, we love them.
Yeah.
I will no, I take that back then. Yes, that's the only person that I so far cheer for them because they first of all they brought in this is what I
Well,
do.
I thought they were identify as he.
I know, but I said them and they. I sometimes just do that. It's not a
Okay.
okay. I'm one of those people that I will automatically say they and them just to be
Mm-hmm.
safe, but also I just do it. I try not to do it with everybody because I know, I already know that the person's gender is he or she or they. Like I already know their gender, but it's like I just automatically go straight into they and them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not you know, it's not one of those, but it's just one of those. If that makes
Yeah.
sense. So yeah, I'm not I outside of Hershey Liqueur, I don't care for anybody else on the show. Um
No, don't. We
Skipping
really
right over
don't.
that.
We don't.
The
We don't
main
care.
thing that I want to definitely talk about is girl, what was with that comment?
What comment?
Why are they arguing? Cause one, they both dark. Two, they both ugly. It's like, what?
It's like we went from all the
Colorism.
phobia to now.
Colorism.
He's like,
And it's
girl.
just the first episode. It was just the first episode,
Yeah.
and then it's like the second
Yes.
episode. It feels like they kind of got worse with it, and it's like continuously throughout the series they're going further and further in being worse with everything.
Yes. And I think that point is, as a person that is creating a show, you do want the raw raunchiness of it, because in the end, that is. But I think my point is, for one, going
Hmm.
forward, because like I said, this is their first season. We allow certain shit to slide.
Right.
But going forward, to let them know you can't be doing that no more. That, especially the colorism, we can't we can't we can't
You can't be on that
we
kind of
can't
time anymore. That doesn't it it's
we can't
late.
we can't
It's late and it's tired. Nobody wants that. We just over it.
we can't. We gotta stop that. We really, really, really gotta stop that. It could have been that they're just both ugly.
And
But
if you feel that way, keep it at that.
yeah.
Keep it at that. Keep
But
it
I
at
think the
that.
point is, it's in a situation. Okay, let's just say this: if he was to be confronted about those comments, the first thing he gonna be like, "Oh, I'm not a colorist. I'm not. And I'm no. I have what girl. No, like please, just own it. Just own that statement. Just show a part of you that you need to change.
All
I
right.
hate when they have to try to justify. It's like it didn't make no sense for you to even bring up their color and just call them ugly. There are a lot of people that are light skinned and ugly. I don't like them. Well, hold on, wait a minute.
You just went
No, no,
from
no.
girl the way I was just like, oh yeah, they this. It's just like just call them darkies at this point. At that point, just call them
Yeah.
that. Just go
No,
for it.
I didn't say that. And oh, they be like, I didn't say it. It could have been work. No, that was good enough.
That was enough.
That's
That
good
was
enough.
enough
It's
for
just
us.
like even like the word that they're trying to take, they're trying to make a word. If I'm not mistaken, you guys can correct me in the comment. Well, why people are trying to take the word nigger and not use it and call it like Jordan, calling the black person Jordan or something like that, and that's supposed to be like nigger. If I'm not mistaken, you guys can correct me in the comments. Or
I've heard of something like that because I remember it was a thing like at one point that was Tyrone, and it's like this thing of like I'm calling you black without calling you black. I'm making
mm,
something without making something. It's just like when they started going in on calling black people thugs. Oh, that
hmm
thug. It's like the way you say it is where people are getting that it's an offensive word. You know, like nobody's saying that the word is offensive. We're saying how you say it, the energy and the what the emphasis you put on the word. That's what makes it a negative word. That's what makes it feel
yeah.
like you're trying to cuss at me without saying a curse word. You know?
hmm I got a quick question, Vic. I think we talked
Okay.
about this, and I was at work. I told you about the situation where I was at work and I knew this person, and it was kind of like a DL
Mm-hmm.
gay woman. Well, she was like, bisexual.
Okay.
And I think I remember I told you this. And she had said something about one of my coworkers who was a openly, lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I think she said gay or dyke or something like that. Oh, I don't know if I was supposed to say that word, but the D word.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it was, but something just rattled in me. And I think the point is sometimes when people say things, you'll hear it, but sometimes it's just a deep because some people date, some people are friends with some people, and they allow them to say that. That's their own prerogative
Yeah.
or whatever case. And that probably just a indoor circle thing, and that's fine. They can have that. It's just to be mindful when you go out in public
Yeah,
because
you can't say
people
that
do
to
do that.
everybody. Not everybody wants to hear that. I'm not a person that
Now the
I
N word, we're not accepting that at all.
yeah,
None. No.
no.
No. But they do have people that's in the LGBT community don't mind their straight friends calling them faggot or something like that because they're okay and they
Y'all have
you
what y'all
know
have.
you
I don't
know
particularly care for it, but it's not me that's hearing the word
mhm,
and that's being said the word to. So I'm good.
yeah. So my point was the way she said it just rattled my spirit, and
Mm-hmm.
I just looked at her, and it was just like I was like, oh no, don't do that again.
Right.
Oh well, I'm cool. Don't do that again. I don't like that. I really like. I really don't like that.
No, thank you for that. Yeah.
I said that really angered me. I was like, I want to fight her. I was like, I said, it's just the way you. I said, I don't know what it is, but it was like you meant that. Now, my point is, she is an undercover. So, how do we feel about DL people using gay slurs? I mean, what like, what do we feel about that?
No,
What do
they can't
you?
use it.
Yeah.
No. I mean, there's ways around it, fine. But for me, no, I don't want to hear that from a person who is not out. You know?
hmm
I feel like there's certain things that you can say that mean that I'll be okay with you saying because I know who you are. And if you were
hmm
like, I don't know how you could not be out of the closet because look at you, wig. But
I
if you
am girl. I am DL.
okay,
Everybody know I'm the D and the L.
okay, sure, uh huh,
Whatever.
all right, cool, fantastic.
So are you saying that the DL community, how you don't feel that they should be using, the words that we use on a daily basis, like
I feel
faggot,
like
punk, and well, we don't use that. Hold on, let's be clear. We don't really use that
oh, I
word like
use
that.
it.
We don't use that with each other.
Oh, I use it.
Be very clear.
I use
We
it.
probably be like, "Girl, you are so gay right now," something like that. And that's more to me personally endearing, or whatever the case may be. But we're not like, oh girl, fag. We're not doing that. But
I
some people
use
do
it.
that, and that's fine. That's fine. With
I use it.
What?
I use it.
You don't call me fag. I don't know the last time you called me fag. You never
Oh,
called me
girl,
fag.
I call you it all the time behind your back. I'm kidding. No,
Girl.
but I think about it. I've used it every once in a while, but not like used to use it, but I've used it.
I don't remember.
Weird.
Because, I ain't like the word fag.
Yeah, I
But
know.
I do love that song by Todrick Hall. And I don't really care for
Well,
Todrick Hall, but I love that song. I love that song.
well. Okay. All right.
Wig. So you feel like they shouldn't be using the words.
um, I can't stop them from using the word. I want to say that. I want to start with that. But I don't really want to hear that word from you if it's not if I know who you are and how you are. You know what I mean? Like it's a slippery slope. Let's say that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say this: use it with the right person.
Yeah.
Find the right people. If that person is okay with you using that word, then that person's okay with you using that word. But don't. Not everybody's going to be comfortable with that. I think that's the one problem with people who, if you're a black person that you've allowed your white friend to use the N word, they think that all black people are okay with them using that word, and that's a
Yeah, and
problem.
we're still not comfortable with that. I don't think that should be a word that they want to use,
Yeah.
especially when they know the history behind that word.
Yeah, I mean,
At the end of the day,
use your own words.
yeah.
But you want to know why you don't want to use your own words? It don't have that spice like our word. That's the
Okay,
problem.
black people have taken that word, bitch. I'm telling you,
All right,
we just be making it so. Girl, that nigga. Let me tell you what this nigga did.
right,
We just be rolling with that word.
right,
Girl, these niggas is doing the most.
and
We
that's what
just
it
be
is.
doing it.
And that's
We
what
be
it is.
usually with white people. I mean, usually get to girl. Let me tell you what this nigga did. Knowing the person is Caucasian out this door, this nigga tried it. Okay,
Right,
yes, or whatever case may be.
and that just is what it is. We just do it because we want to.
Hmm.
But
Oh
yeah,
Lord, girl, wait. We just been talking,
we
girl.
have. I
So
know. Sorry, you guys. We haven't done a random rant situation in a while, so we just like whatever happens,
we
happens.
might need to end it here because we were supposed to be talking about the new mutants, but we're gonna try to combine that with the Mortal Kombat
Oh yeah, and you guys, we're going
situation.
to be giving out Mortal Kombat. That's on our list. It's just we have to go through it, watch it again to kind of like
Yeah.
make sure we
It's
have
been a
something.
crazy week. It's been a crazy week for both of us. We had a lot
Yes.
going on and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Birthdays and stuff like that. Like even tomorrow we got to go to this barbecue or whatever the case may be. I
Yeah.
hope it's good because I know once I get a couple of drinks in, I'm gonna start talking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you are.
I'm like, girl,
Well,
it ain't good. Watery.
I tried the barbecue. I was just like, girl.
Cause everybody barbecue is not good.
Yeah, and
I
not
mean, how
everybody
you like your
barbecues.
barbecue?
Um, soft, off the
Mm.
bone,
Hmm.
chocolatey. There you go.
Okay, one of those one, and like I like the charcoal, but I like it seasoned. I like that barbecue on the charcoal. Like just I want it just
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm.
just a little pinch of burntness, just a little
Yeah.
pinch.
But
You're
moist.
like, oh, it was on the grill. It was on
You
the
want it to
grill.
be
It was on the
like where
barbecue
you just
grill.
grab it and you could just peel it off and it's just coming off, just off the bone. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
want.
Not one that had blood in it, aka my uncle, who used to always have blood in his chicken. My grandma used to eat it like my son know how to make good chicken, and girl ate the chicken and found blood. Tell him put that back on the grill. I'm like, oh, so it ain't that good, is it? Okay.
He wasn't enjoying it
We
that
used to
much,
hate when
huh?
he used to grill. He was the worst griller. But he used to always buy grills, girl. Because you start off with a little grill and he had another one. And I used to hate that damn grill. Especially when he got that big one. Bitch, I used to clean that grill. Girl. Oh, so you can see my frustration with that damn grill. And even when he got the big grill, so when he got the big grill, I'm like, okay, he gonna get a little bit better. He's gonna get a little bit better. Girl, same thing, bloody chicken and everything. I'm like, you're just not doing it right. Like, I don't know what it is, but you are not doing it right. So I used to hate when he grilled because it was never good.
Mm, mm, mm-mm.
I think only
Yeah.
one time it was good when one of my other uncles tried to help him and they was, doing that together. They used to do that. Yeah, they used to do some things together. But the funny thing is they didn't really like each other. Well, one didn't like the other like that.
That's how it
I think
be.
but he tolerated him or whatever case may be. Because every once in a while he'll be saying some shit. My other uncle be saying some shit about him and I'm like, oh girl, here I go again.
With
It's on brand or whatever case may be. But he helped him grow one time and it came out good. I'm like, maybe he needed me. I'm like, even though I didn't like this particular uncle, because like I said, I had a rating with everyone has a rating with their people, people. And I didn't really care for both of them, but one was less annoying than the other in a sense. So yeah. But he knew how to grill a little bit better. It was like finally we got a little bit of a decent grill.
wig. Yeah,
Ugh,
I get
girl,
you.
just thinking about that damn witch call. That was hard barbecue.
Mm-mm-mm. I don't like
Yeah.
that. Well, I don't like that when it's just like, ugh, mm-mm. Get it out of here.
Did you try?
Get it out of here.
But like I said, I want it to be good, flavorful, just that girl, everybody eating, just feeling themselves. So I'm really excited for us to be going out
Yeah,
and
I'm
doing this or
happy. I'm
whatever case
ready.
may be.
Maybe
And
we'll.
you don't like Portia. Well, she ain't gonna be on the show.
Wig.
You'll like that. You'll like her. She's real cool. I really enjoy her, whatever case may be. And I think sometimes you just iffy by meeting people, your friends, and you're like,
Yes.
let's see how this gonna go, girl. And yeah, I was like, I generally like this person. Like she's really, really, really cool, whatever case. And I did such a time when we first met, and I think we was having this debate about women just in general, and we was having a debate, and I guess because me, I was drunk and she was a little bit tipsy, and my friend, she was like drunk because it was her birthday, and we was just like really debating. Like I'm really like debating with her, but you know how you passionate about something, you get a little bit loud, but
Yes.
you're passionate about it, and she was like, y'all fighting, we're like, and we looking like no, we're not.
Yeah.
We really like, I don't know her that well, but the vibe is that we're really just passionate about what we're talking about and we're really enjoying it, at the end of the day. And we was like, no, we really just talking. She's like, let's just change the subject. I'm like, no, we're gonna continue. Because I'm like, we're gonna do that. And I'm like, we're having fun with it. Like I really want to understand her and I want her to understand me. And it's like we can have those debates. We don't have to always agree. I think when you go in a debate and you're back and forth with a person, it does not always have to tend to agreeing. It's
Right.
just that you're saying, I just feel this way. Let me hear about what you feel about that or whatever. I'm not trying to change it. Well, I wasn't saying trying to change your mind. I guess trying to open your mind to how I feel about it, and I want to hear really what you feel about it, so I can open my mind. Because I think me and you had conversation back and forth, and we talked about different opinions, and I'm like, you know what, I can see how old Lord feels, and you like, I see how Tahoe feels, and we really. And we'll come back and be like, okay, well, at that time we still may not get it, but we were like, I got it,
Yeah.
and I love that we do that and
Same.
say that because
Same.
I hate when bitches when you had told them something and they was disagreeing and all that, like, oh, I would never, and then they be like, and they come out with it on their own.
Mm-hmm. And you're like, if you just listen and understand and hear, you'll get it. But you're not trying to do that. You're trying to argue.
Okay, and they will swear up and down that you never told them.
Oh yes, girl.
Oh, I don't remember that, girl. Okay, bitch, don't want to give me my credit.
Well, exactly. Excuse me.
Just over it.
But
Let's
girl,
wrap this up, girl.
yeah,
We've been
we're
doing too
good.
much. We was trying not to make this an hour video,
We
girl.
really
Oh, let's
tried.
get out of here.
We tried. All right, you guys. This
This
has
was our
been
reviews
mhm,
on, like I said, our gay culture shows that's coming
yes,
out.
that we love it. That we're here for. Some of them.
So
This is Oh
leave a
Lord.
comment, share, tell your friends.
But also this is Oh Lord.
Oh, this is Todd Hope. Oh, I was trying to sell us. Girl.
And we're just so tired. But we want to read your comments. Share.
We do. We
We want
really
you to
do.
like
And
it.
again, another shout out to the Real Hot Boys of Houston. We really appreciate the creators reaching out and definitely giving us
Yeah.
their
And we
feelings
love
and
your comments.
commentary.
Your comments have been real interesting and fun. They've been really
Thank
good
you.
to
We will
reread.
definitely review the next season. We really, I don't know. I think I really want to do episode to episode. Maybe we should do that because we
We
got to
could
show
try.
respect. We got to show respect for the city. We might have to do episodes because we have stopped doing that because at first we were doing that. Remember
Oh
that?
yes, because we did that for Love and Hip Hop Miami. That's when we first did it. And girl, we stopped midway through the season.
It wasn't that it wasn't good. I'm just not really into Miami like that. I
I
don't
think
know
it was
what it
just
is.
not as interesting. I think we were just kind of over it
But
after a while.
Miami is just not a city that I'm really like drawn to. It
Mm,
never gives me
I guess
anything
I
to
can
be.
see that.
I wouldn't say I would not want to go there. I do want to go there. I do
Absolutely.
want to
Come
go
on
there.
now.
But it's just not a city that really incites me. When people are like, "Oh, Miami," I'm like, okay.
Mm,
I mean,
okay,
I feel like
cool.
it's still a great city. I feel like it's still a great city. But that bitch, the bitch is from Florida. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Florida.
I got you.
What happened to the drag show, the dark drag show? What happened to them?
Which one?
The one with the dark one, the
Dragula?
Dracula.
Dragula?
Yeah,
It's coming back.
it is.
Uh-huh.
What happened? Because they was doing some shit.
It's I think it's gonna be on Shutter or somewhere else instead this time. This go round. It's not gonna be on what was it on? Wait, what was it on at first? It was on not
Was it
Netflix.
on
It,
Pop?
it was on YouTube at first, and then Netflix got a hold of it because they gotta have funding, girl. They gotta have some kind of funding. So
Mm-hmm.
understandable. I'm fully here for that. Long as it's somewhere where I'm like, okay, I already have this app, so I don't want to get some. I don't want to get into one, and I'm just like, I don't want to get another app. I got too many
The second season was
already.
the best season. Let's be
The
clear.
second season was really quality.
Them
It
girls was
really
just
hit its stride at that time. Oh, the girls was
they was
the
rude and
drama,
ruthless and all that. I was like,
the drama.
ooh, and all that. No, girl. No, girl. You can tell that it was some organic tension. Whoever cast them really knew what they were doing.
They did.
Like these bitches do not. Which column? I did love. What her name was? Buttercake, butterscotch, something like that. She was good. She had a good drag.
It was all around interesting. I like that the drags were also different and so unique and so strange. And I think that was my favorite part. Is like, oh, it's interesting drag. It's strange drag at the same time, but it's not. It doesn't feel like, ooh, this is Drag Race. Not to say that there's something wrong with Drag Race. I love Drag Race's format of drag, but I also feel like it sometimes can get stagnant.
Yes,
And I think
and
that's
not
what
too
Dragula is
white.
interesting.
We need diversity in
Yes.
the room. I am so tired of shows where, especially just shows and these reality shows,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
competition shows that is just for white people. It's like, girl, like let's uh,
Right.
just
Let's break it up a little bit.
yes. Two white people, two Asian people, two Latino people, two Native American people, two Indians. Like find these girls.
Yeah.
Find them.
There's
Go
somebody out
with it.
there. Let them be. You know? But yeah, girl, this is it. Sorry, y'all.
All right, you guys, we're out of here.
All right. Bye.
Bye.